All right, let's talk about subject-verb agreement activities. My first activity is dialogue substitution. So have you ever noticed if you have a textbook and there's a little dialogue in it, and you tell your students to just read the dialogue with a partner, so they read it with their partner, and that's all good, but then you ask them a question about it, and they actually have no idea what they've read. I mean, it's not their fault, it's my fault, because I haven't actually given my students a reason to pay attention to what they're reading. So the way to combat this and turn it from just kind of this simple reading thing into something focused on meaning is to remove some of the key words. So in this case, I would remove some of the subjects probably, or some of the verbs. That way you can turn it into a subject-verb agreement activity. All right, number 2 is hot potato. So in this activity, students can pass around an object. I recommend something soft. If you have something hard, it kind of gets crazy. And then you might know what it is. So you play music and students pass around the object. And then when the music stops, the person holding the potato or whatever object it is, a stuffed animal or something, has to do a task of some kind. In that case, I might ask them a question like, does your dad like soccer? Yes, he likes soccer. So that is a subject verb agreement activity. If you ask questions kind of in the present tense, that would require verb conjugation. So I like soccer, he likes soccer, something like that. All right, next one is songs and chants. So, I think that my students maybe get tired of hearing me talk by the end of the semester. I mean, because I'm always explaining things, always answering questions. And I get it. I mean, I get tired of hearing my teacher talk by the end of the semester too. So why not let some other teacher kind of do the explanations for you? Take a look on YouTube, and there are a million songs and chants that explain subject-verb agreement in kind of a really fun, kind of catchy way. And the songs are great, and you'll have students like singing them along outside of class. All right, number 4 for subject-verb agreement is picture prompt. So this is a very simple warm-up. I've put up a picture on the PowerPoint with people doing lots of things. And then I would ask some questions or just get students to shout out kind of what they see. And they might say like, boy, soccer. And then I would turn it into the correct verb conjugation. For example, oh, he is playing soccer. Or they would say like, kids, ice cream. And I would say, oh, they are eating ice cream, something like that. So that's just kind of a simple way to introduce subject-verb agreement. All right, the final one is vocabulary auction. So in this activity, you get students to make sentences. So it does require a bit of prep. So I get a whole bunch of subjects, a whole bunch of verbs, and then a whole bunch of kind of just like other filler words. You could have sentences like, they're eating ice cream, I am playing soccer, he likes watching TV, just whatever you want, that kind of stuff. And then cut out each word. And then in groups, students get a certain amount of money and they have to bid on the words that they think will help them make sentences. So obviously they need some subjects and some verbs, and then some other kind of words that match together, like eat and ice cream. They would try to get both those words because they could make a sentence. So after students have a whole set of words and they've used up all their money, there's a trading time. So students can talk to other groups and try to trade some of their things. You can kind of see who's the savviest business person in this, because sometimes they can, trade 2 words for 1 word. I don't really have any rules. Students can do whatever they want to do. And then after that trading time, students can make as many good sentences as possible. I double check, and then the winner is the team with the most grammatically correct sentences. And of course, meaning matters too. So I just check meaning as well in this. All right, so if you like these subject-verb activities, please be sure to check out my book, 39 No Prep, Low Prep ESL Grammar Activities. I'll put the link right up there. Also be sure to hit like, subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Bye, everybody.